Greetings, divine netters and divine netters. That's goddesses and gods. I'm always going to say goddesses before the gods because the woman is the portal on the physical plane to life and existence, as well as on the spiritual and etherical plane, as above, so below, and in between as well. With that being said, I'm going to build with y'all today on, I'm just going off the top because it's very intense on the knowledge and information as far as it pertains to what I've been gathering on the new information and ascended level of etheric oneness, within myself, and as it relates to the interconnectedness of myself in the omniverse, as you are as well, connected to the omniverse. You are just an extension of it. And we've spoken on this on plenty of different occasions. With that being said, there are certain stages in your life that you go through, and with those stages, certain things happen. Even as you're born into this existence, when you first come in, you don't know, you aren't taught how to suck from your mother's nipple and gain and attain the milk, the nourishment from her nipple. You don't get this knowledge taught to you. It's automatically there. You just know how to do it automatically. How does a baby know how to do that? How does a puppy come out of a dog and know how to go into the backyard? Well, after, of course, the puppy's going to suck from the nipple and the whole nine, get the milk as well, or the puppies. Then you send them out in the backyard to run around and play, and all of a sudden they know how to go urinate, drop their feces back there, and then cover that feces up. Bury it. Kick some dirt over top of some leaves over top of it to cover it up. How do they know that? They just automatically know that. It's in their DNA, that's why. Certain things you already know in your DNA. I was doing a build in a post that I made the other day about polygamy not being the true most ancient African culture. You know what I mean? Our most ancient African ancestors didn't practice polygamy because they were one with the omniverse. They were one with the pattern of the omniverse and the pattern of life. You know what I mean? That brought everything into existence. There are certain components that need to be put in place and need to be followed exactly to bring forth life in the physical realm, in this third dimensional realm, and even in the fourth and the fifth dimensional realms, existence, which is the higher mental and etherical planes of existence. There are certain components that must be put in place, and without those components, which are the formula to bring forth life, to bring forth existence, to bring forth that vibration, then you won't have the vibration needed to bring forth that proper vibration, that proper existence on those realms and planes of existence. Okay? If you're trying to make banana pudding, all right, I'm on my Bill Cosby vibe now, the pudding. If you try to make banana pudding, all right, or whatever, you know what I mean, you're not going to have the pudding come out right if you're putting too much milk in it. If it calls for, per box of pudding, you put in 2.5 cups of milk, almond milk, whatever you use, you know what I'm saying? And you don't put in 2.5 cups of milk. You put in 1 cup of milk. That milk is going to come in. That pudding is going to be very, very thick. Okay? If it's too much milk that you put into that pudding, then the vibration is going to be too thin. The density of it, which means that it's just going to make the density of it too thin. All right, so with that being said, certain components need to be put in place and they need to be exact. Okay, you have 666, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, which make up the carbon being. Okay, that's not the mark of the beast, as a lot of y'all say. That's the mark of God. That's us. Okay, anything organically in this existence is made up of atoms. And I say organically for a reason, because all of us aren't organic beings. And this organic being is just the organic manifestation of our higher etherical selves on this physical realm. That's all it is. Once again, this physical body It's just the organic manifestation of our higher, it's just the organic manifestation of our higher eternal source selves in this existence. And you cannot have any organic beings without the atomic structure of an atom in there. Okay? Everything organically in existence is made up of atoms. And where there's atoms, there's carbon. Us carbon beings. Where there's carbon, there is atoms. Okay? They'll tell you that it's evil to keep you away from that knowledge, to keep you away from that information, that sacred knowledge that our ancestors knew, that our ancestors were attuned with, our most ancient ancestors were aligned with. Okay, so when we aligned ourselves with the cosmos, we aligned our cities with those star constellations, stellar bodies. We, you know what I'm saying, we're mirroring the image of the omniverse, which we are and are an extension of. Okay, you can only do that when you are tuned. If you are not attuned, you ain't gonna be able to do that. Okay. I can proudly say our ancestors didn't need telescopes. You don't need telescopes to see something that you are an extension of when you are truly attuned with it. It's already there in your information. You can see it with your third eye, okay? And they seen it more than with their third eye. Our mind is our third eye, they say. Our pineal glands were properly working and functioning at a high capacity back then because we were attuned. We knew how to tap into that, all right? Today we've lost that knowledge. We've lost that sacred information, okay, that allowed us to do certain things. So, with that being said, getting back to your DNA, okay, at certain times in your life, at certain points in your life, a woman hits puberty, and she begins to start growing breast. Her body isn't taught how to grow breasts. They just start growing, okay? At that certain age. Why? Because it's in her DNA to do so automatically. It's in your DNA as a young man to start growing facial hair. We get in the mirror and be proud of our little mustache is coming in, and we be hype as I don't know what. My beard coming in, and we get a little hype, you know what I'm saying? And we go tell our cousins, call the brothers up in the whole nine. Yeah, I got a little bit more facial hair than you or whatever, So with that being said, all y'all without no facial hair, all y'all men out there, y'all need to get your manhood up. But anyway, I'm back to the subject. It's a code of manhood that you're supposed to have, but we're going to leave that alone. With that being said, your DNA kicks in, all right, and you know certain things automatically. You know what I mean? So when y'all ask me about polygamy and how do I know what the most ancient ancestors did from the difference of first of all, when you are aligned and attuned properly, like you're supposed to be, you follow the components and the proper steps, which bring forth a balanced, harmonious life. Okay? Which bring forth a balanced and harmonious existence on the physical realm, on the mental realm, emotional realm, and on the etherical realm. And once you get out of line with nectar, okay, or nature, okay, which we are, then you are getting out of alignment with proper existence. You are getting out of alignment with your divine selves. Okay? You are no longer mirroring the image or the proper existence of the omniverse, which you came from, which spawned you, and which you are an extension of, and which is an extension of you. Okay? So when you practice, when you know that the components to bring forth life is a woman, because like I said, the woman is always first, man, and then child. When you know that those are the components to bring forth a proper functioning life form and existence on this third dimensional realm, and yet you try to justify having multiple wives. Okay, I'm not saying that our kings, our ancient royal figures and ancestors didn't have multiple wives. Okay, but that was by their choice. That wasn't part of the original formula for divine existence. That is not the formula for creation. The formula for creation to bring forth life is woman, man, and child. And that's how it should divinely be. That's how it divinely was, in reality when we first came here. into this third dimensional realm. That's how it divinely is on every etheric plane of existence, okay? How do I know this? Because the DNA within me, which I have been tapping into through meditation, through proper reading of proper information and proper processing of the information attained, lets me know that in order for the omniverse to still be here, that somebody has to be doing something right. Somebody has to be doing something attuned and aligned with the proper sequence, the proper components for continuous elevation, for continuous expansion, for continuous harmonious divine existence. When your DNA kicks in, you just know these certain things. At a certain age of our stage of our development, our DNA kicks in, not just on aspects of our physical appearance, but our DNA also kicks in and lets us know, tells us how to start thinking a little bit more wiser. Okay, we don't make the same decisions and mistakes that we would make when we were younger, when we're older, because we're wiser. Why are we wiser? Not just because of the experiences that we went through in life that made us learn that lesson, but some things we automatically know. We automatically know to stop swinging on the swings. We don't go to the playground anymore. Those who are truly mature at a certain age, we stop playing video games. We don't do the same thing that our kids do. If you're out there doing the same thing your kids are doing, then you are not maturing. If you're out there doing the same thing that your grandkids are doing, if you have grandkids or whatever, you're not maturing. Who does that? Okay? Your DNA, there's a malfunction. There's a malfunction within your DNA, and when you allow that malfunction to exist or to manifest itself in your everyday life, okay, then you aren't in harmony. Look at that picture behind me. They in harmony, okay? They're doing that from the soul. You can see the energy in that picture. That's soul right there. That's their spirits alive, on fire, enjoying the moment. And it's an eternal moment. Why do I say it's an eternal moment? Because those who are eternal beings aren't trapped by that which is not eternal, okay? Clocks try to confine us. Time tries to confine us. We are eternal beings. We cannot be confined. We cannot be trapped by time, by their clocks, although they try by any means necessary to do so. I'm going to give you, for example, they tell you a day lasts 24 hours, right? In reality, days are eternal, and so are nights. The day doesn't go away. The day doesn't go away. The earth is just rotating. And from our positioning on the earth, because the earth is rotating away from the sun, okay, we're not where the light rays or the cosmic rays of the sun is casted upon that position of the earth or that portion of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because the earth is rotating away from where those rays are casting on the earth, we say that the day is over now. But in reality, the day has never ended. The sun don't stop shining. The sun don't go down. The sun stays in this same place all the time. The earth that we are just standing on, okay, that we are positioned on, is just rotating away from the sun. So we call that period of time between when the sun is casting its rays upon our position of the earth, and it is no longer casting those rays on our position on the earth. And between those two times, we call that daytime and nighttime. You know what I mean? So with that being said, they confine us with time. They try to confine us, and they give us the illusion of time. They give you the misconception of reality by calling something time. All right, we are eternal beings. The sun is eternal. It don't never go down. Okay, it never stops shining. Daytime don't never stop. Okay, the yin and yang, it always is there. Always there's a positive, there's always a negative. There's always a light side and there's always a dark side. There is always a hot, there's always a cold. But in between those times, okay, between those existences and those manifestations, there is also a medium as well. Okay, you can't just go from cold to hot or hot to cold without going through the warm stage as well. You can't just go from night to day without going through an afternoon and an evening period before it actually becomes fully dark in a melanated sky. Okay, so on and so on, and I can go on. But back to what I was saying about our DNA, there's some things we just automatically know. So I can give you facts and information stating about my post on polygamy concerning our most ancient ancestors who did not practice that because they practice oneness with the omniverse, oneness with alignment, oneness with creation. All right. Even your most recent ancestors, like your great grandparents, some of your grandparents out there, they had very large families. Our people are known for having very. My grandmom had, I believe it was 9 children on her own. From those 9 children, they had 30 something. She had 30 something grandchildren. From those 30 something grandchildren, my family big as I don't know what. Okay. My father's side of the family had a small family, you know what I mean? But they had a bunch of grandkids as well, you know what I'm saying? So, don't tell me that we need to have polygamy to boost our numbers up in the community and have a bunch of children and raise the strong nation. No, we don't need to do that because we already have a strong nation. We just are, as a post I read a long time ago, or a meme that said, we are not outnumbered, we are just out organized. Get yourself organized, yo. All right. But I'm on a higher level of thought right now, and I'm not saying I'm above anybody else or somebody else is beneath me. But what I am saying is that we are raising. There's a shift going on. Okay, and if you are not attuned properly, all right, to your oneness, to your DNA, you know what I mean, or to the omniverse, then your DNA, you won't be able to tap into that information that's already encoded in your DNA. You won't be able to tap into that information that's already encoded in, because you have a physical DNA. Your DNA tells your physical what to do. Okay, it tells your mental. It sends messages through your mental what to do to the rest of your body, or how your body should react, how your body should develop, and it takes you through those stages of development smoothly. Okay, if you are not attuned, if you are not properly aligned, okay, and if you are not moving accordingly to that vibration, to that frequency, then you will see malfunctions and you will see disorders. You will see if you are, it has to be a certain vibration that you, or a certain frequency that you vibrate on, and a vibration that you resonate on, to bring forth life into this realm, into this existence. If you do what you're supposed to do, if your vibration is correct, if your vibration is right, okay, you greater your chances of bringing forth a fully properly functioning new life form into existence, attuned with nectar, attuned with a higher vibration and level and resonance of existence. You also during the birthing process, while the baby is developing in the womb of the mother, okay, if the mother is smoking cigarettes, if she is eating a bunch of bad foods, because foods carry a vibration as well. And if you're eating bad foods, that means you're taking in bad vibrations. All right. That's why we know, those of us who are vegan or vegetarian, we know to eat live plant life. OK, because that which is live, plant based, OK, carries a live frequency, a live resonance with it. Okay, and we take into our body those live nutrients, those live vitamins, those live minerals, those live necessary ingredients to keep us on an alkaline diet, to keep us on a fruitful, high vibrational resonance. Okay, keeping our bodies attuned, exercising regularly. All right, I'm going too far into this because I don't want to make this video real long. But what I'm saying is, basically, if a woman is not doing what she's supposed to do during the developmental stages of her bringing in a life form, it's going to cause malfunctions. Maybe not in the pregnancy. It could affect the pregnancy as well, but it would definitely cause malfunctions within the baby eventually throughout life. I mean, what you bring around your pregnant spouse, your pregnant goddess during her developmental stages of bringing forth life into this existence or this realm, can affect her as well. You're playing a bunch of bad music, negative music, trap music. Trap music. Are y'all listening to what the word is? Trap? Y'all want y'all babies to be trapped, huh? Y'all want yourselves to be trapped. Y'all proud of being in a trap. But anyway, we need to be better than this, okay? We need to attune. We need to listen in. We need to align ourselves. We need to focus. Come on, y'all. We look for every way possible to discredit each other, to shoot down each other's information that we're given, to shoot down each other's achievements, to shoot down each other's alignment and the whole nine. And that's good that we're not going to just accept anything that somebody gives to us because we can't. Okay, we got to be better than that. We had to seek the information as well. But if the information that you are seeking only comes from what somebody else said or somebody else wrote, and you're not going in through your own personal observation, your own personal experiences, your own personal tuning in to yourself and the omniverse within you and around you and extended from you, and that you're an extension of, then you're greatening your chances of getting false information. You're greatening your chances of getting improper information. You're greatening your chances of getting misleading information. Okay. Through your own self-observation, through your own self-experiences, through your own inner self tuning in to yourself and the omniverse that you're an extension of within you and around you is where you get the most and the best form of data and information possibly. Because like I said, certain things we automatically know coming into this world, how to do, what to do. Okay. We are taught throughout this life, you know what I mean, to not do them anymore. We are taught to not be neutral and to conform to their ways, to this society, to this dimensional realm, those who rule this world, okay? And not do what's natural to us. Tell our kids not to do what's natural to them. This is natural. Why shave it? Okay? Trim it up. Look nice. Don't go savage on them. But don't walk around with the butt face either. It's your guy, brother Anray, or your nutter brother, Anray. 360 degrees of wholeness, balance, perfection, and power. Peace.